Welcome to the 2021 Urban Design Awards. The awards ceremony looks a little different this year than in the past, but the purpose is still the same: to recognize, celebrate, and inspire design excellence and to showcase a variety of innovative projects in the City of London. We're filming this year's awards from the Bostwick Community Centre, a previous winner in the 2019 Urban Design Awards. This exceptional facility is home to the YMCA, the London Public Library, and the City of London, creating a unique community hub. The building was designed to create a series of public spaces inside and out that truly defines the facility as a place for the community to come and gather. Extensive windows allow for lots of natural light and connect the inside and outside spaces, very deserving of its 2019 Urban Design Award. The City of London's Urban Design Awards are chosen by a jury of professionals and granted to exceptional projects that represent visionary thinking and raise the bar for design excellence in London. It's been 14 years since the city's first Urban Design Awards, and I can say that the submissions have continued to showcase the best and the brightest of our design and development community and highlight projects that create a lasting positive mark on our city's landscape. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mayor Ed Holder to say a few words.
Hi, I'm Mayor Ed Holder, and it's my pleasure to be here to celebrate the 2021 London Urban Design Awards, a recognition of the contribution to design excellence within our great city. The City of London is an exceptional place to live, work, play, and learn, and the submissions we'll see today make that all the more apparent because our neighborhoods, buildings, and public spaces play a major role in supporting and shaping our city and creating a sense of purpose that's unique to London, while also ensuring our city has a solid foundation to support a strong economy and commerce. There's no question that since the last Urban Design Awards, our planning and development practices have been put to the test. We've seen that sound urban planning contributes to economic, environmental, and social benefits while improving the image of our city and creating a sense of pride. Public spaces have been appreciated with greater enthusiasm. Our commercial districts have come together to find solutions to bounce back, and we've all found much deeper connections to the places we live. Through all the uncertainty, London has continued to grow rapidly, and our planning and development industry has been there to answer the call, supporting that growth with high quality and attractive development across the city. Creating and celebrating exceptional urban design not only through the Urban Design Awards, but each and every day will help to ensure London continues to move forward and support vibrant, diverse, affordable, accessible, and safe spaces for our residents. Based on the submissions, award recipients, and all whom we honor today, it is evident that we are celebrating projects with design excellence and innovation. So on behalf of City Council, congratulations to all the nominees, honorable mentions, and award recipients, and please accept our appreciation for the hard work, passion, and innovation you continue to bring to our great city.
London's Urban Design Awards are held every 2 years, and we receive submissions from developers, planners, designers, and architects for projects that have been completed in the last 5 years. I'd like to thank all of the talented nominees who submitted projects this year. They are a true representation of creative and innovative design throughout the city. Here are this year's submissions for the Urban Design Awards. Hillside London, A+ Link Architecture in association with York Urbanist. Infotech, Nicholson Sheffield Architects in association with Arthur Learman Landscape Architecture. Riverwalk, the Tricar Group in association with HGA Group, Kaizen Architecture, and Stantec. Alto Apartments, Z Architecture in association with MHBC Landscape Architecture. Housing First Youth Shelter, A+ Link Architecture in association with York Urbanist. Nightingale Place, Nicholson Sheffield Architects in association with Arthur Learman Landscape Architecture. Residenza Ortona, Nicholson Sheffield Architects in association with Zelinka Priamo and Ron Cowdice Landscape Architects. West 5 Office Building, Architects Tillman Ruth Robinson in association with Ron Cowdice Landscape Architects. Helio, Diamond Schmidt Architects in association with Ron Cowdice Landscape Architects. Huron University College Academic Building, Architects Tillman Ruth Robinson in association with Ron Caudice Landscape Architects. Don Wright Faculty of Music, Talbot College, Western University. Nicholson Sheffield Architects in association with Arthur Learman Landscape Architecture. The Alcove, Millstone Homes of London. North London Toyota, Arthur Learman Landscape Architecture. Thames Valley Parkway North Branch Connection, Dillon Consulting Limited in association with the City of London. The Mosaic House, Skinner and Skinner Architects in association with Susan Day. South Street Village, Matt Lingwinchuk and Rain Jones. Harris Park Master Plan, Angela Denome. Forest City Farm, Taria Heshka. The Urban Design Awards winners and honorable mentions are determined through a jury of professionals in the planning and design field. This year's jury chair is Mauricio Bernal, representing the London Society of Architects. Andrew Wilson represents the Ontario Association of Landscape Architects. Yana Kellerman is an urban designer with the town of Oakville, and Anna Hopkins is a city councillor and the current chair of the Planning and Environment Committee. It is my pleasure to welcome the 2021 Urban Design Awards jury chair, Mauricio, to present this year's winners and honorable mentions.
I'm honored to be able to represent the jury as this year's chair for the 2021 Urban Design Awards. The jury chose the winners and honorable mentions for the projects that provide a great contextual fit, presented exceptional building design, and contributed to the vibrant public environment. First, the honorable mentions. In the building a small scale category, Mosaic House, submitted by Skinner and Skinner Architects in association with Susan Day. The Mosaic House is an infill home in the narrow lot in the Soho neighborhood. This project was selected as an honorable mention due to its diverse contribution to an established urban fabric. The design is a celebration between architect and artist and create an electric building with a contemporary form. The simple front facade is embellished by custom-designed glazed clay tiles to add to the distinctive style with an already diverse neighborhood. In the building category, Huron University College Academic Building, submitted by architect Tillman Ruth Robinson in association with Ron Caudice Landscape Architects. The new academic building and the student center is located within the existing Huron University College campus on Western Road. This project was selected for an honorable mention for how the building thoughtfully responds to the existing topography. The corner of the building is cantilevered over the existing walkway, creating an interesting adjacent public space. Important connections are maintained through the design, including a direct pedestrian connection across the Western Road. Now for the awards for the Urban Design Excellence. In the building category, Infotech, submitted by Nicholson Sheffield Architect in association with Arthur Learman Landscape Architecture. The Infotech buildings are housed in heritage commercial buildings that were thoroughly restored and renovated. The design facilitates the contemporary reuse of the building through exceptional restoration of the heritage elements with strategic use of the design elements to visually join the buildings together. Interior spaces of the existing buildings were combined to allow for contemporary use of the site. The project contributes to the revitalization of London's downtown core through preserving the character of the building and creating a pedestrian-focused streetscape.
Attracting top talent, which is one of our largest ongoing challenges as a business, requires creative workspaces that people want to be part of. We were completely out of space at our Queens and Adelaide location. We were stuffing people into corners, into basements, multiple people into offices. We needed a much larger space, and that was the driving force behind the new office. It was important to us not only to create a space that was attractive to our employees and to our future employees, but also one that was attractive to the City of London and had an impact on the downtown of the City of London because of our sort of long-standing relationship and commitment to this city. So most of the buildings are about 150 years old and 17 foundations that are all tied in. So the desire was to have it feel as a single cohesive space, but also not take away from the individual character of any of the buildings. And it was, how do we embrace the history that resides in those buildings, and from that period of London's success, but represent where London's going as a community, as a city, and what we feel we're part of, or the growth of London that we feel we're directly part of, which is the technology sector. There were moments where sitting down and discussing with the engineers and discussing with wood specialists or the concrete specialists, and ensuring that the building was going to be structurally sound and was going to work for us. But there were some stressful moments during the 3.5 years of the project that the project took to complete. And when we finally opened it, it was extremely well received. The staff were very engaged, and running throughout the building to explore every aspect of it and try to memorize the path through the building. As people that enjoy time on a patio and enjoy some outside time and probably spend too much time inside, the rooftop patio surfaced fairly early, and we really liked the idea and saw it as somewhere to enjoy some downtime or enjoy some family time, run family events out there. We had an open house very early on to show the building off to as much of the city as possible, and that was overwhelmingly well received. A lot of praise for the work that had been done, and the turnaround to sort of that corner of the city, and the impact that it had had. My hope would be that other people do take inspiration from it and work to maintain many of these older buildings. I think London has a lot of beautiful downtown architecture that I'd love to see be preserved and repurposed, and the effort that we put into it, and even the challenges that we had to go through with its age as a building, I think were well rewarded by the time the project was completed.
In the public spaces and landscape category, Thames Valley Parkway North Branch Connection, submitted by Dillon Consulting Limited in association with the Corporation of the City of London. The Thames Parkway is a multi-use path that extends along the three branches of the Thames River, along the corridor of sensitive ecological habitats, public recreation areas, and developed urban lands. The Thames Valley Parkway North Branch Connection addresses a major gap of this pathway system between Richmond Street and Adelaide Street. The strength of this project is not only the physical connection between the neighborhoods, but the invitation to connect and explore the river. The recreational pathway is connected by two simple curtain steel bridges that provide stunning views and vistas of the city's natural heritage and the Thames River.
So the purpose of this project was to address a major gap in the Thames Valley Parkway between Richmond Street and Adelaide Street. And this just allows that seamless connection into the downtown core without going onto busy streets. And the TVP within London has been used by all sorts of people, whether it's for active transportation, exercise, or just out for a leisurely stroll to take in the views and some fresh air. During design, there was a desire to really open up the bridge and allow people to go off to the sides and take in the views of the river without feeling pressure from the movement on the pathway itself. So it allows you to step aside, look over the railing, and then on the surroundings of the bridge, you'll notice that there's quite a bit of effort made to restore the area. The natural environment was a huge consideration during detail design and impacted many aspects of it. Minimizing the footprint during construction was very important. Right now it looks very purposeful. The landscape is very placed and you can see definite lines. Over time the site is going to mature and it's going to renaturalize, and those lines are going to start to fade, and it's going to appear as if the bridge is always there. It's really rewarding to be a part of a project like this in the City of London, in a place that we work and live and play. Right through construction, the anticipation from the public was overwhelmingly positive, and since it opened in the fall of 2020, the use that it's been getting has been excellent, and it's great to see so many people using it in different ways. When I look into the future, I hope that there are more trails like this that respect the natural heritage of the city that my kids can use and enjoy for leisure or for exercise. It's extremely exciting that the city and city council continues to value projects like this and support the development of missing connections and extending the pathway further so that the Thames Valley Parkway can be used for generations to come.
In the building category, West 5 office building, submitted by architect Stillman Ruth Robinson in association with Ron Cowde's Landscape Architects. The project is a multi-tenant office building with sustainable architecture tied with a quality design. A fresh approach to the facade and roof-mounted solar panels works to generate the building's entire power supply, while also contributing the surrounding buildings as part of a larger energy network. The office building commits to sustainability while displaying a creative, attractive, and functional physical form. The building elements accentuate the connection of the building to the ground, which creates a well-defined street edge with an active pedestrian frontage.
The vision for this building as part of the West 5 community was to create community development at the net zero energy level. Really what net zero energy means is that it is bringing in more energy than it's consuming. So it will actually harness more power and energy from the sun than it is consuming in a year or in a day. With the solar panels mounted to the roof and the facade, it's actually bringing in 90% of the power it needs to consume or operate in a year. We topped up that additional 10% with the solar parkade mounted to the parking structure behind the building. We were really excited to actually work towards a net zero building. It's easier said than done. It requires a lot of effort, particularly a building such as this, which is geared towards tenant space. We worked very carefully with them and we're very excited by the opportunity to develop a high-performing building envelope, maximize facade-mounted solar panels, do it in a unique way that allowed the horizontal windows to occur around the building. Though the goal and vision was to create a net zero energy project, our hope was to do it in an elegant way that could address the community both at a pedestrian scale and at a broader scale. And so we really took it upon ourselves and with the team to develop a streetscape that would define what the future of that community will be. We knew it was important to create covered pedestrian walkways, to create landscape strips out in front of the building to make sure that it was close enough to feel intimate but wide enough that patios could spill out from the ground floor if restaurants took over or if cafes took over. It was really about what will the future look like and how will this building contribute to that robust and sort of hopefully bustling community very soon. I love the fact that tenants are now moving into it and occupying the space. It proves to me that people do value conscientious living and sustainable strategies because that really was the mandate and it's a driver. You've got to sort of love that idea about the building to want to go there. And so to be able to see the activity start to happen along that streetscape to draw people there, it's been really, really well received. The fact that we've made a net zero energy building is incredible, and hopefully the community can recognize that as well. And I think using that technology and that performance-driven technology as an aesthetic tool, as a patterning effect across the building, making it as beautiful as you can, is interesting. And I think I'm really excited about what the future can hold for that technology and that aesthetic.
On behalf of the jury, I would like to thank you all, those who entered their projects into the 2021 Urban Design Awards. And congratulations to all of the winners and honorable mentions.
This year, the public had a chance to vote for the 2021 People's Choice Awards. All submissions were eligible to win. Students were also invited to submit urban design projects for the 2021 Student People's Choice Award. These included hypothetical design projects based in London and demonstrating urban design excellence through innovative and creative design solutions. Voting took place online from September 1st to 30th, with over 800 total votes cast. It's my pleasure to welcome one of the jury members and the chair of the Planning and Environment Committee, Councillor Anna Hopkins, to present the People's Choice and People's Choice Student Awards.
Hello, everyone. I was happy to be part of this year's Urban Design Awards jury, and now to be presenting the People's Choice Awards. Public engagement is a very important part of the planning process and helps to provide valuable input for decision-making within the City of London. It's important that residents are engaged and aware of how the city is growing around them, and so they can share their opinions and perspectives. In this case, the People's Choice Awards are a great opportunity to showcase these great urban design projects that are happening within the city. and for the public to directly vote on the projects they believe represent design excellence. We are also excited to showcase the emerging talent that we have growing right here in London. The Student People's Choice Award highlights the exciting ambition of promising planners, urban designers, landscape architects, and how one day their ambition will flow into successful execution of design projects. Starting with the Student Awards. The winner of the 2021 Student People's Choice Award is Forest City Farm, submitted by Turia Heshka. And finally, the winner for the 2021 People's Choice Award is Infotech, submitted by Nicholson Sheffield Architects Incorporated in association with Arthur Learman Landscape Architecture. Thank you to all the winners, and thank you for allowing me to be part of this exciting event.
Congratulations to the winners and honorable mentions of this year's 2021 Urban Design Awards. We'd like to thank the jury members for their passion and for volunteering their time to review, visit, and judge the submissions. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge the city staff for all of their work behind the scenes. We look forward to seeing everyone in person in 2023.